Welcome back to the PAC Sports Network for our halftime show as we're at the break between Franciscan and Teal. And we're now joined by Franciscan junior men's basketball player Sawyer Butler. Sawyer, first off, thanks so much for joining us today, my friend. I want to get right into this season because you have yet again exceeded the bar that you set last year and the year before, including a 49-point performance against Juniata. I want to get into that game specifically. I mean, what was that like for you? How did it feel to be in that type of rhythm? And have you ever been in that type of rhythm before?
It was a great day. I mean, we played the day before, so we knew coming into the second day of the championship game, it was gonna be whoever played harder was gonna win that game. So once I saw a couple of first shots go in, I was like, okay, like this is nice. And then I don't even know what happened after that. And then my teammates just kept finding me the ball and get me in rhythm shots, and it was just really fun.
Did you know how many points you had at any point, or did you lose track?
I had no clue. At halftime, somebody was like, "You have 25 or whatever it was," and I was like, "No, that's not right." And then after that, I just lost all sense of what was going on.
Well, certainly a good feeling to have, especially when you're filling up the basket like that. But I want to go back in time a little bit and kind of get to where we are today and what ultimately led you to Franciscan. What was it about the school, the team, the program that drew you to wanting to be a Baron?
The main point that I always say that got me here is the coaching staff. Adam Martello and Joe Wallace did a really nice job of just showing how much they cared for me and how much they wanted me to come and join their program. And I just wanted to go to a place where I was wanted and would be loved, and that's what led me here.
Well, you had quite the first impression your first year in the PAC, winning Newcomer of the Year. What was that like for you winning the award, and how much confidence did that give you going into that summer, knowing that, hey, I can play at this next level and I can compete with the best of them?
Yeah, I was very grateful when I got the reward because, I mean, it's a long season. Your freshman year is a total difference from high school, where in high school there's so many kids, you might be the guy, and then you come into college and you're just another piece where they're trying to win games. So I took my role. It was different every game for sure. Our freshman year we weren't where we are now, but just my teammates allowing me to and having trust in me to make the plays.
How did you learn about winning the award? I mean, was it anything cool that they did to announce it to you?
Yeah, I didn't even know I didn't know there was a selection show or anything like that because obviously I'm a freshman. I never experienced it before, but I saw that there was a selection show at like 7 p.m. one of the nights after the season, and I tuned in and I didn't even know that Newcomer of the Year award was really a thing. I knew there was gonna be Player of the Year and stuff like that. But once I got it, I was just grateful again, and it was just an amazing feeling.
Yeah, without question. And then you followed that up last year with an all-conference season as well. What was that big? What was really the biggest growth point for you in your game from that first year to second year? Because everyone says that is arguably the most where you grow as a player.
Yeah, I definitely in the off season got stronger. Last game of my freshman year, I broke my wrist, so I used those first couple months to recover from that. And then after that, I was in the gym a lot, pretty much every day, lifting, trying to get stronger, getting my mind right. And then coming into my sophomore year, I knew I would have to take a bigger leadership step and to prepare for the upcoming season.
What was that like rehabbing after you injured your wrist, and especially when it came to shooting?
Yeah, it was my offhand, so I mean, I like to finish around the hoop with my left hand a lot more than my right hand. So I got a lot more shots up, just like stationary stuff up close, really focusing on the form and the strategy that goes into that.
Well, obviously able to bounce back from that, and you come into this season, and your team has been on an absolute tear. What do you think has been the unique thing, or maybe the special thing about this year's group that stands up from other parts of this team or other teams that you've been a part in the last few seasons?
The coaching staff did a really good job bringing in numerous freshmen that are filling up the stat sheets. Whether it's Zach Blair, Anthony Cavetta, we got a transfer, Zach Oliver. All three of them just have played a massive role so far this season, which allows us to play way faster and way harder and wear teams down because we're really deep, and we seem to it shows late game when we can sub in fresh legs.
How have you kind of taken it upon yourself to bring on some of those new guys and take them under your wing and show them what it's like to be part of Franciscan men's basketball?
Yeah, I mean the upperclassmen do a very good job showing guys when they're on their visits or when they get here like what the culture is like. Over here, we don't really. There's no fake business going around. Like it's straight to the point. The main goal at the end of this is to become better men, and while we're doing it on the basketball floor and in the classroom. So we preach that to the underclassmen, and they did that same thing to me when I was a freshman too.
Well, Sawyer, you've definitely had a quite the first 3 seasons at Franciscan. I know that you'll have a great finish to your career as well. But I want to wrap things up with how you think and what you think it'll be for your team this year that can get over the edge and ultimately make a push in the PAC. What do you think it will be that gets you guys to that point and maybe even make a run at the championship?
It's going to be confidence in our defensibility. We guard the ball extremely well. We've shown a couple games where it's mediocre, but when we play defense to our abilities, it really helps us a lot, whether it's in transition or just playing to the speed we want to play. So I feel like down the stretch, if we can keep our minds right and stay focused on one game at a time and the task that's on hand, it's going to lead us to what we want, which is a championship.
Well, Sawyer, again, thanks so much for stopping by. Looking forward to the rest of the season for you and the Barons, and good luck the rest of the season as well in the conference.
Thank you so much.
That's Franciscan men's basketball player Sawyer Butler. Stay right there. We'll have second half action coming up next right here on the PAC Sports Network.